years, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have finally settled their bitter divorce.
New court filings are revealing some explosive details in the ongoing custody battle between Hollywood's former power couple, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. The latest allegations come from a former bodyguard who claims that Angelina was pressuring the couple's children to avoid their father, Brad Pitt, during custody visits. This stunning accusation has raised many eyebrows and sent shockwaves through the media.
Jolie claimed Pitt was abusive to her and their children during the 2-year marriage,
especially with the ongoing legal drama surrounding the pair. To break it all down, legal expert Christopher Melcher weighed in on the situation, offering a professional perspective on these allegations.
It was a he said, she said case. There certainly was some evidence.
But first, let's dive deeper into the story and how it has unfolded. Brad and Angelina's custody battle, a long-running saga. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's custody battle has become one of Hollywood's most publicized and contentious divorces. The couple, who split in 2016 after over a decade together, has been embroiled in a legal dispute over the custody of their 6 children ever since. Despite initially agreeing on a joint custody arrangement, their relationship has deteriorated, with both sides accusing the other of obstructing access to the children. The custody battle has played out in the courts for years, with each parent making accusations about the other's parenting style. Brad Pitt's team has claimed that Angelina has tried to block his access to their children, while Jolie's camp has alleged that Pitt's behavior has been harmful. At the heart of the dispute is the well-being of their children, with both parents facing scrutiny for their actions and decisions. The ongoing legal drama has been complicated by allegations in other areas, including a bitter business dispute over the couple's shared winery. These intertwined legal battles have stretched the divorce proceedings far longer than anyone anticipated. As the custody battle continues, the emotional impact on the children remains a key concern, with both sides trying to gain an advantage in a complex and highly publicized dispute. The allegations. A former bodyguard speaks out. According to the new filings, Anthony Webb, a former bodyguard who worked for Brad and Angelina for nearly 20 years, has come forward with a bold declaration. He claims that he overheard Angelina instructing the couple's children to stay away from Brad during his custody visits. This allegation is not only deeply concerning, but could have serious legal implications in the custody case. Webb's long-standing relationship with the couple and their children adds a level of credibility to his claims. He wasn't just some short-term employee. He worked for them for nearly 2 decades, often traveling internationally with the family, providing security during their many public outings and private moments. This extensive access gives Webb first-hand knowledge of the family's dynamics, which is why his testimony is particularly significant. The role of non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, in the case. In high-profile celebrity cases like this one, non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, often play a pivotal role. Webb himself would have been subject to such agreements during his time working for the couple, ensuring that any personal or private details he witnessed remained confidential. However, in the wake of their split, these NDAs are coming under scrutiny as each side attempts to secure any possible advantage in the custody battle. Security personnel and nannies often become key witnesses in divorce and custody disputes, as they can provide a unique insider perspective on the family's private life. While these individuals are bound by confidentiality clauses, their loyalty to either party in the case can make them valuable assets. Webb's testimony could potentially serve as a game changer, but it also raises serious questions about the lengths to which both parties are willing to go to secure the best outcome for themselves. The winery war. While the primary focus of the ongoing legal battle has been the custody of their children, a bizarre twist has emerged in the form of a business dispute over a winery that the couple once co-owned. In the latest filings, Brad Pitt's team has alleged that Angelina is using the business conflict to further complicate their custody case. Brad's team claims that Angelina is using their business dealings to make the situation more complex and is accusing her of threatening former employees with NDAs to silence any potential testimony that could harm her case. Angelina, on the other hand, has accused Brad of attempting to use his power to silence her by having NDAs signed, further deepening the divide between the two. The relationship between these two former partners continues to deteriorate, and their ongoing legal disputes have put their children in the middle of the mess. The winery dispute may have started as a business issue, but it has now become part of the ongoing custody battle, further clouding the emotional well-being of the kids caught in the crossfire. Legal expert Christopher Melcher weighs in. Christopher Melcher, a family law expert, appeared on Popcorn Planet to offer his legal analysis of the situation. Melcher is no stranger to high-profile divorce cases and was quick to point out the potential legal ramifications of these new allegations. Melcher emphasized that, if true, the allegation that Angelina pressured the children to avoid their father during custody visits is extremely concerning.
Divorce lawyer Christopher Melcher, who Angelina is looking for sole physical custody of their 6 children. Brad is fighting for joint custody.
He explained that encouraging children to distance themselves from one parent during a custody dispute could have long-term emotional effects, especially if the children are led to believe one parent is dangerous or unworthy of their love. While it is still unclear whether these allegations will hold up in court, the situation is already causing major ripples in the media and within legal circles. Melcher pointed out that the emotional well-being of the children should be the primary concern, especially when it comes to the custody of minors. The longer this case drags on, the more it may affect the kids, who are already dealing with the fallout from their parents' bitter breakup. A scandalous backstory. Webb's criminal history. Despite Webb's long tenure as the couple's bodyguard, it's important to note that his credibility is being questioned due to his criminal history. In 2017, Webb was arrested and convicted of stalking his former girlfriend and accessing security footage without consent. He allegedly posted private images on a swinger site, which ultimately led to his conviction. This criminal past is undoubtedly a stain on Webb's character and could impact how his testimony is received in court. Melcher acknowledged that while a person's past mistakes do not necessarily invalidate their current statements, it is important to consider the full picture when evaluating Webb's testimony. If he takes the stand in court, he will likely be cross-examined about his criminal history, which could diminish his credibility. While Angelina's team may use Webb's criminal past to discredit his testimony, Brad's team may argue that the bodyguard's access to the family and first-hand knowledge of the situation give him insight into the children's emotional state during the custody visits. It remains to be seen how this will play out in court. Is Angelina Jolie's alleged behavior harmful to the children? One of the most pressing concerns in this case is the emotional impact of these custody battles on the Jolie-Pitt children. Both Brad and Angelina have shown time and again that their children's welfare is a priority, but their ongoing legal conflicts raise questions about how much damage is being done to the kids. Melcher noted that the longer these custody disputes continue, the more difficult it becomes for the children to maintain healthy relationships with both parents. Ideally, custody arrangements should foster a sense of stability and security, but prolonged fighting and accusations between parents can lead to confusion and emotional trauma. The current battle has already played out in the public eye for years, and the new allegations only add fuel to the fire. The children, who are now older, may feel the weight of their parents' ongoing drama. If the allegations of manipulation and alienation are true, it could have lasting consequences on their relationships with both parents. The legal battle continues. What's next? As this case continues to evolve, more details may come to light. It's unclear whether the bodyguard's testimony will hold weight in the courtroom, but one thing is certain: the drama between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie is far from over. The children, unfortunately, remain at the center of this storm, and as the legal battle continues to unfold, the impact on their emotional health will be a significant concern. The complex web of business disputes, custody issues, and personal grievances makes it hard to predict what will happen next. With both sides holding strong to their claims, this case will likely stretch on for years to come, as both Brad and Angelina fight for control over their personal and professional legacies. For now, the world watches as new revelations continue to surface, shedding light on the complicated relationship between Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and their children. The aftermath of a Hollywood split. As this ongoing saga continues to play out, the real victims in all of this remain the children. The constant media scrutiny, the back-and-forth legal filings, and the public accusations are all taking their toll. Whether or not the allegations from Webb are true, the real question remains: how will this all affect the children in the long run? Both Brad and Angelina have made significant contributions to Hollywood and have raised their children in a world of luxury, but the personal turmoil they continue to face raises questions about their ability to provide a stable environment for their kids. Only time will tell how this case concludes, but for now, the public's focus should shift to what's best for the children rather than fueling the flames of an already explosive situation.